So to begin with, let me start with one of my favorite quote. The world is full of obvious things which nobody by any chance even observe. What does that mean? I'm not going to tell you. You have to figure it out by the end of my talk because there could be thousands of meanings coming out of this. When I was younger, I thought that success was a clear cut. I always imagined success to be a leading straight road leading to a shining destination of fame, wealth, money, and status. I thought if I just worked hard enough, I'll be able to reach a place where everything would make sense, where I'll be feeling fully accomplished. I'm here to tell you a story today about my own journey where I redesigned my success, where I let go of old thought processes, I embraced the new ideas and more meaningful vision of what truly success means. Most of the people considered me as very lucky. Those few of the people who get an opportunity to do aerospace engineering back in United Kingdom. But no, I didn't see it as a luck. I saw it as relentless hard work, sleepless night, and unwavering determination to do something great in life. My heart was shattered when I didn't clear my IIT exam. No, sorry, let me rephrase it. My parents' heart was shattered when I did not clear my IIT exam because more like it was their dream, which became a major setback in pursuit of me doing my aerospace engineering. But with little faith and lot of perseverance, I finally end up in one of the most renowned university in the world. It was a whole new world. I immersed myself into new culture, into people around me. I made that platform a platform for growth and journey of new processes, and I made myself a person who's ready to fight any kind of challenges. So what happened? I was living my best life. Ivy League University, I got postgraduate in propulsion engineering, and as if it wasn't enough, I got selected by NASA. Come on. And when I got selected by NASA, I worked on electric distributed propulsion aircraft. In a very simple language, delta wing body, 300 passenger, working on hydrogen fuel. That is the future, right? But every single day when I was waking up, I was literally feeling unfulfilled. It was just like running on treadmill. You are putting a lot of effort, but you are not going anywhere. And that moment I realized that this whole process is not linear, it's messy. It's a lot of surprises going to come through. And sometimes the success you are even trying to chase, you realize it's not even worth, it's not even meant for you at all. So what did I do? I made a decision. I made a decision to redesign my own success. For that, the first step I did, I asked question to myself, what do I really want? What my success is going to look like, which is going to go way beyond, farther away from the thought processes which was put on my shoulder by my parents, families, and even by my own past. So in that particular moment, I got my answer. I left everything behind almost after spending a decade back in United Kingdom. I left everything behind and I came back to India and embarked on my journey of entrepreneurship. But guess what? What did I choose? I chose education as a domain to pursue education as my full-time career. A B2B2C domain, we call it in our business language, B2B2C domain for the K-12 schools and college doomed to fail. That's what they said. It's a very slow growing base market. That's what they said. My parents, they were terrified. My friends, they distanced themselves from me, and anybody who played a very crucial role in my academic journey thought it was a very, very foolish idea. It did not make any sense to them because who leaves everything behind and comes back and choose a domain which was not even growing at that particular time. But I was ready to face any kind of uncertainty which was coming along my way, just for that one chance in my life to create something on my own. And that's where the first principle of redesigning success came into my life. That first principle is alignment of your action in terms of your values, in terms of your purpose, in terms of your heart's own calling. What exactly it is that you have to figure out. You know, it's not like once I came onto this path, everything magically became so smooth. It was hard, it was very, very difficult. There were a lot of sleepless nights, there were a lot of setbacks, such a big failures that it almost made me wanted to quit. But I did not do that. I stayed with it. And I remember when we were raising for our first VC round, I applied to almost more than 100 VC to hear everything, same answer again and again and again. That was a big no. You know, nowadays it's kind of fashion. People say, do whatever you want and it's only one life and live your life. It's a great analogy, but a very, very terrible advice. It's a wrong and terrible advice at the wrong end of spectrum. I'm not saying you don't go and enjoy your life, you do that. But before you do that, ask yourself one question. What is it going to take to make you reach to that particular establishment? And your establishment to begin with could be anything. It could be a financial stability, it could be a group of people who can actually hire you, work with you, can support your value and talent to make sure you have that pace in your life which actually matters. That's why they say be vigorous in your life for the things which matter for your entire life. And in your 20s, being in 20s, I wish somebody would have told me the same thing, is the best time because you have nothing to lose. You know, when you see someone next time super rich, having this lavish lifestyle, and you see, oh my God, what a life it is, right? Perfect life. Just remember this thing today, that somewhere back in their lineage, they were not that rich or perfect or happy until that one person came in. That one person, you know, that comes in every family. If you want to change the notion, you want to change the perspective of your family, society, and even on national level, even global level, you have to become that one person. You have to become the first person. You have to say, look, I am the one who took all late nights, all the hits, all the stresses. I am the one who went to every event. I am the one who went to read every books, every meetings after meetings after meetings, because for the new generation who's going to come, you're going to be the one person who's going to redesign the success for them, right? So you have to make sure you do that. And that's what I did. It never mattered for us how many people said no to us, how much time it took us for doing our first round. But you know, today we stand here employing thousands of people in 18 different states of India who's continuously manufacturing, doing research and development, innovating planes, drones, satellite, wind tunnel, weather station, you name it. Our agenda was one, made in India, made in manufacturing. All of these things going to go into our schools. Our students will not be getting selected based on their marks, but it will be based on their skill set. And today we have one of the biggest investors based out of Japan, one of the biggest VCs firm who gave one of the biggest valuation to us in the education of EdTech industry. And the same people who said no to us, same people wrote an article about us 1 year back, a beacon of hope in the education sector. So what do I want to say before I leave? I want to say just one thing, that you know, all of you, because you are already sitting here, you are the one, because instead today you could have done anything. You could have gone home, watch a movie, play with your friends, do whatever you like. But you chose to spend your time and give me your time today by sitting here. You are already the one. Just be ready to go out on the pace of this journey alone, because it is going to happen. You going to transition between one group of friends to another group of friends. Sometimes one group of friends to no group of friends. Sometimes you'll meet more people who's going to go on another level, who's going to meet you another group of friends. And as you keep on walking and keep outpacing, you'll find maybe one or two people has left with you, or maybe no one has left with you. But who cares? You know, I used to think there's something wrong with me because I always mistook the definition of what truly exceptional means. Being truly exceptional means you are the exception, and for that you have to be ready for it. So next time, don't get affected by any mediocre vision person guy who's stopping you to take the action, because taking an action is the first step of redesigning success, and you people are the one. Thank you for listening to me.